Fans are done waiting. They are ready for some football here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. Today, a good one in store here. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Your 2026 Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
For Mr. Irrelevant, just 3 years ago, to one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No. But he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
First down from the 42. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. First down now, ball at the 33. Play action now with Purdy. Now first down throw is going to wind up incomplete. Defender in the area making a nice play on the football. Now it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. From the gun is Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
On 3rd down, Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Pinheiro's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Anytime you go on the road and you can put points on the board on your opening drive, job well done.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Tank Bigsby here with the return. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win, and kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
First down now, ball at the 33. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Get some space around midfield. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They go to Barkley again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
At the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. One of the tight ends motioning left. Going to the ground again on first. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Physical window to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. A motion to tight end left. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Now it's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Purdy will sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. McCaffrey running between the tackles. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap for Purdy. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we've got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders. He's silent for it.
Well, his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Purdy on the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Here's Purdy to throw. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Purdy to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming third down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
A 28-yard attempt.
Piniero's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. Bigsby with the return. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Hurts now from the gun. That throw behind his intended target. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's making a bid for it. And he takes it down to the 33. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down now, ball at the 33. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. Cuts it to the right sideline. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First down, a run with Barkley. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
13-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Gets it to him on the screen. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 7-point lead in the first. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues from Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
All right, so the officials take that touchdown away. He did not break the goal line. They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Barkley is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 7-point lead in the first. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, they better regroup.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8.
Eagles 14, 49ers 6.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Moore with a return. Good work so far. He's got room. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
Take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Lucian Mann is the tight end. He's going left. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 14-6 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll come up on first and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Purdy on first down. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets two on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. From the gun is Purdy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throw here, third down. This one's caught. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. And a 49er first down. First and goal, San Francisco.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Throw is caught. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's second and goal. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Cut near the goal line. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for him.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for two in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point.
13.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Getting out to his left. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hurts has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 5 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Following that incompletion, we see he's pretty shaken up after taking the hit on the throw. They're out to look at him now. Waste of time. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now bringing tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
1st down throw by Purdy. Hits him on the end route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Purdy setting up that play action. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Third down, they need 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Hurts now from the gun. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Defense's first sack of the game, kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, for a really big loss.
'49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He finds Brown right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt. Deep for the 49ers is Sky Moore. He has it at the 13. And he's brought down before the return gets far. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's Purdy to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. One of the tight ends in motion left. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Going with McCaffrey on the ground. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Going run again with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Dumps it off to Robinson. And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Thomas Morstead on the punt. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. So just a minute 57 now remaining, Brock, in quarter number 2. The Eagles with the lead here at the Link. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the backup. First throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And that brings up 3rd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open. It beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
The key on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. Here he goes again. And they are all the way to that red zone.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
There's a dive up the middle. Shoots away from one. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8.
21, 49ers 13.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Moore with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Purdy throwing here on first. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to the 28. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Back to throw it. Short pass brought in. Good pickup, and he's denied that first down. The stop comes at the 32-yard line. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hanson. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shipley now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. McKee out of the shotgun. Sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. They get there and drop him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
10 yards.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And as they get set, Parker, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First down now, ball at the 33. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Robinson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Zach Bond with the tackle.
He was brought down by Zach Bond. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. George Kittle, the intended receiver. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. I'll start this one out with Barkley. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. He takes off with it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
First down throw by McKee. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Got to get some protection up front here, Kate. He is already in the game because they knocked out the starter, and trust me, you don't want to get to the emergency quarterback.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. McKee from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working now from the gun. He finds Dotson left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Barkley off the pistol give. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. McKee back to throw. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long, they're going to throw. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. But it looked like an eagle flew in and was first to the football. They're retaining possession.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
So out now comes the punter. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. So here come the 49ers on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They stick with McCaffrey. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
He was brought down by Zach Bourne. A 40-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Now a give, McCaffrey. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st down throw by Purdy. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Now a give. It's McCaffrey heading right. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
49er 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
They'll run it with Robinson. And they take this in for the score. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Purdy to throw for it. And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Now it's McKee on the play fake. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. Throwing here, McKee. Pass complete to Goddard. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 from the 32. To throw, McKee. It's a screen to Barkley. And he spins right by him. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Second down now, 7 to go. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Cracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Moore with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Sending the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Robinson breaks the tackle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
First down, and they go right back to it. Still going past the 40. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. They've got first down here from the 36. They send a tight end in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Purdy on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
To George Kittle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 13-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Kittle makes the catch. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the 49er, first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun is Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead.
San Francisco.
Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack, because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
28, Eagles 24.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shipley now to return. He dodged the tackle.
Will Shipley on the return.
Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down throw by McKee. He puts a Mayer under it deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. McKee out of the shotgun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. That's complete right side. pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
They're running the option, short side. Has room inside the 25. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. So the long run a positive, but we see the negative here as one of his blockers in some distress following the play. Offense is set. 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
Eagles 31, 49ers 28.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Garindo to return it. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling like a great boxer. You never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. And that jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st down throw by Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, San Francisco.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Staying with Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Purdy throwing here on first. I'll get this over the middle to Pearsall. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sending him on the dive. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's got it over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
All plays on the table here for third and 3.
I don't think this is the real game.
Looking to throw. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's Purdy. Brought in. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. He'll throw it. Oh no, the ball is loose. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it, and they make the recovery.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the offense.
A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And they've tied it up late in the fourth.
Prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, well, it's the same as all his teammates out there. We're about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shipley now to return. Shoots away from one. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles want to end it in regulation if they can. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. McKee from the gun. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here he is to throw. He finds Dotson left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Keeps it on the option here. He's got it in the red zone. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
28 more yards.
San Francisco calls its second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1-yard line.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout,
2-yard line.
as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Barkley will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He gets it again. And this is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
He gets 4, but not there yet. That brings up 4th and goal.
Fourth and goal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal.
Jake Elliott
What
on
are
for
you
the
going to
field
do?
goal. An 18-yard attempt.
That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
We'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here he goes. One final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.